Welcome to GoVMlab, India's first job-ready VMware learning platform where professionals meet experts to revolutionize their VMware careers.
The key use cases of NSX. So if you really see that there are three major use cases of NSX: automation, because it really helps us in automating IT. Because as I said, right now we are not automating our virtual machine deployments, but now we also making sure that as when my VM is deployed, its switching, routing, firewall configurations are also aligned. Right? The moment my VM is up, the firewall rule is pushed to my VM, so that the moment I make my VM up and live in the production, I don't need to bother about the security and compliance checks because NSX makes it possible for us. Then the second implementation and use case is security, one of the major use case of NSX, and one of the key reason why NSX is so popular because of the microsegmentation. And then the third use case is application continuity, the hybrid cloud networking, whatever we are talking about it, right? So NSX really make hybridity way more easier, which was not there with the traditional networking. Right? So let's go and talk about these three use cases, right? IT, automating IT means what? It's a simple thing where because it's NSX, which means your switching, routing, firewall can be programmed because it's in the software space now. And anything which is a software space can be programmed. Anything can be programmed, can be automated. Anything can be automated, can be way more faster to deploy. And I can have integration in place. And that is exactly what automating IT means. Because NSX is actually VMware given us a way where we can automate all of the switching, routing, firewall configuration without any dependency on the underlying physical networking team. And that is where it really helps us in automating all of the workflows for our application and services. Developer cloud means basically what is the idea of is that just imagine if I am a developer, I want to write hello world program. Now, before NSX, what used to happen? I'm telling and raising a ticket to the VMware team that can you please give me Windows a system with this libraries to be installed because I need to have a C program running, right? So VMware guy will come and say that, okay, I have spawned a VM. Okay, or maybe you can go to vRealize portal and spawn a VM. Okay, because he has created a vRealize automation integrated with the virtual machine workflow. So I can go to that catalog and I can spawn a VM. But the problem is that even if the VM is available, the VM is not into the network because the network team has blocked the port. What does that mean then? Because network team has blocked the port, then VM is not consumable for me. And I talk to the network, I talk to the VMware team that okay, you have created a VM, but what is the point of that? I'm still not able to consume that VM because the port is blocked. Then he will come and say that no, we have to wait for some time because we have raised a ticket to the network team, and network team have to do the pre-checks. And once they do the pre-checks, then they will enable the port, and then you can use it. So the problem here is that even if I have to go and write a program of Hello World, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for the this VMs to be available to consume it, right? This is the exact problem. But today with the NSX, what happened? You want to write a program with the right set of networking security posture, no worries. The moment your VM is available in the catalog, you instantiate that VM, and next day, next minute, you start using that VM, which will be participating in the networking as well. Because this is what NSX makes it possible for us. And this is the whole idea of developer cloud. Right? Yesterday, I was telling you one of the example. I want to write a code. I hit the URL, and the prompt should be there for me, without worrying about how it's coming, where it's coming. I don't have time to wait. Right? Multi-tenant infrastructure. NSX also help us to create a model where multiple tenants can be set on a shared infrastructure. Okay, because when you go and talk about NSX, right, vSphere networking is what not it was not possible because, as I said, vSphere networking is only giving you the logical switch. Sorry, it only giving you the layer 2 networking. But when you go and talk about NSX and when you start learning about NSX switching basics, routing basics, firewall basics, you will see that they have a concept of one tier routing, single tier routing, two tier routing topology, where we have a tier 1 gateways, tier 0 gateway, right? The whole idea of this two tier routing or introducing this gateway is that they wanted to give you multi-tenant infrastructure, right? So NSX makes it possible for us to create multi-tenant infrastructure where one can be a provider, rest all can be someone as a tenant. And that is where the whole idea of multi-tenancy come into the picture in the hybrid cloud also. So without this two-tier routing topology, what VMware has introduced, so-called tier 0, tier 1 router, it would not have been possible, right? So NSX now gives us a multi-tenant infrastructure. So these are the use cases of automation. Then the next set of use cases is microsegmentation. Microsegmentation means now NSX enables us to give zero trust security model, right? NSX is actually gives you zero trust security model where it come and say that I will protect every single VM running on your ESXi host. This is what my implementation is. I'll make sure that every single VM, I mean, if you as an enterprise owner come and say that I don't even trust a single VM in my infrastructure, though this infrastructure is owned and controlled by me, but I still do not trust on every single VM and I want every single VM to be protected. That is where microsegmentation kicks in. Because NSX has a capability called microsegmentation, which makes possible this kind of model, which was never ever possible in any traditional networking and security solutions before NSX, right? So that is what your microsegmentation. So this is one of the key reasons why NSX is so popular in the market, right? It also gives you a way where NSX gives you a way where you can create demilitarized zone anywhere, right? You can actually, NSX enables you to secure it, to enable security and advanced services to be dynamically assigned to the workloads. I mean, NSX gives you a way where you can on demand go and assign any of the virtual machine and you can define the services to them on fly. And you can make your front end server exposing to the internet and rest of the servers are being protected, right? So you can actually go and create this kind of architecture on fly. You don't need to wait for the networking and security team to create a very specialized isolated zone for those kind of implementation. Now everything is in the logical space. And the good thing is secure end user. In fact, NSX gives you a way with the implementation of insertion services. So there's concept of insertion services in the NSX, which actually goes at the advanced level where you will see that NSX gives you a way where it not only protecting your virtual machine, but it also protecting the operating system or the applications what you're installing inside your NSX, inside your virtual machine, right? So it actually gives you a way where you can actually protect your virtual machine at the perimeter level, right? At the network level when the packet leaves the virtual machine, right? So see, there are two way of protection, right? The one way of protection is this is my virtual machine when the packet is living out of my virtual machine. So it's going out of my virtual machine, hitting the virtual switch, and then going to my ESXi host. This is the one level of defense. What do we have it? But the question here is that this is my application, web application. User use this application, download something inside my virtual machine. Okay, so you are opening up some website and some file you download, and that file is itself is compromised because it has a Trojan. It's a Trojan infected file, right? So the Trojan infected file, which means it can corrupt everything inside your virtual machine. Then how do you protect that? How do you protect your virtual machine for those kind of issues, right? That is where we have antiviruses, right? Antiviruses protect your virtual machine from the operating system perspective. It keep monitoring your files and then protect you, generate those alerts, making sure that none of the file is compromised, right? So NSX also gives you those kind of capabilities as well with the integration of partner insertion services model, right? So they do have that kind of implementation as well. So NSX, that's the reason I keep saying that it's a platform. NSX gives you the capability which you cannot imagine. I mean, you can get all these capabilities by taking a product from different vendor, right? But NSX is giving us a one-stop solution for us. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to continue watch this lecture, then join our exclusive YouTube membership program only at the price of 299 rupees INR per month and unlock your VMware potential with GoVMlab. With this membership program, you can unlock all of our members only content published on our YouTube channel. You can watch out the videos presented on your screen to know the benefits of GoVMlab subscription as well as the membership program. Thank you.